Hey guys, I'm gonna give it back here for another video, guys. Welcome back to an episode of my Madden 26 no-clip series. We no-clip inside and outside of stadiums in Madden 26. Today we're taking a look at the Indianapolis Colts Stadium, and starting off right away, other than the darkness, we do have like little trash cans right here. Or I guess recycling bins, maybe? It's like a little recycling bin. It's kind of cool. Alright, what we got over here? And also, all the photographer people are inside the tunnel pretty much. Okay, so this tunnel is actually very much well lit and actually looks really good. Kind of surprised, to be honest. I expected, usually the tunnels are not this well lit and look this good. But yeah, no, that actually looks pretty good. And also the phone has the digits on there. So the PNG files aren't like dog water. That's amazing. Then we got another tunnel that actually looks pretty good. This is unlike EA Sports. And I'm all for it. Hey, if EA Sports wants to level up, I'm all for the level up. Alright, so that tunnel is pretty much the same as the other one. Then we have a little area down here, which looks like a little bit of a suite, but not much going on inside here. So just simply some tables, some chairs, and that's pretty much it. So like no special TVs or anything, just that. Okay, so let's go a little bit higher up because we got some stuff to talk about. We got the Colts right here. We got some drag cars, which PNG wise, the PNG files did not survive. Hold up. I was going to say, what is that reflection on that, but not sure exactly. We have a sign over here that doesn't have anything readable because, again, the PNG files are just going through heck. We got oil can grill. I always find that weird when like businesses do that. I know this is a real business, don't be wrong, but like when businesses like name themselves stuff like that, I get it, but at the same time, it's always weird to me. Like oil can grill. I don't think anyone looks at oil can and goes, you know what? I would love to be able to eat an oil can grill. I don't know, man. Maybe I'm crazy. We do have Colts thing up here. Okay, it looks like kind of like a car type of concept. Ooh, we do have like a little race car up here. Or F1 car. That's cool. Alright, anything else around here? Let's see. Let's go to the other side. Bam, bam, bam. Other side. Okay, so it's going to be a little wishy-washy here. I will be honest with you, just because this is how it always is when it comes to elevation in this game. But we have random pictures of buildings in the suites. So, honestly, if you see one suite, you see them all. I'm not going to be able to get to the very top here just because of how messed up this camera angle is with the elevation. But I'm going to go on a limb here and say that the suites are not really that crazy. And also, we always have these pictures, which actually are newer pictures for 26 than they were for 25, which is kind of cool. And then that one right there. So not bad. All right, let's go to the outside. Lucas Oil Stadium. We got ourselves Colts. Very bottom here. You know what I love? This outside sign is a better PNG file than the sign on the inside of the stadium, which is interesting. Also, this is just a picture on a plane of glass. That's why you could literally just see. You could go right through it. But honestly, on the outside, it actually looks pretty decent. And honestly, that's all that matters. It's just what it looks like on the outside. Because, it doesn't matter what's on the inside. I feel like that's a metaphor. Lucas Oil Stadium. Alright, so this is very I'll say parallel, but this is very simplistic across the board for this. We have Colts flags everywhere. We have more stuff over here. These are where this is where the fans actually are. So you have Colts. Sorry about that. I think we have Colts logo right here. We have a Colts sign right here. Pro shop, okay. And then on this side, we already looked at this side. So this side, very similar to the other sides. So again, like I said, very unilaterally stadium. Nothing crazy different. Just very kind of like a... What's that word? I'm thinking about a word here. I can't think in my head for some reason. It's kind of just like very... I don't say cut and paste. I can't think of the word. When something's like unilateral... I think uniform, maybe? Uniform stadium. Like, it's the same on one side as it is the other. And it's like, no matter what side you look at this stadium, it feels like it's the same side. Well, at least for two of the sides, at least. Alright, so outside of that, we are going to have a humongous downtown to look at because that's just how this works. And also looks like the elevation might be a little weird, but we're going to get through it. So we got ourselves a bunch of buildings here. So some highway systems, some buildings, left, right, and center here. See what we got over here. More buildings. So kind of feels like, I don't know. I like when EA puts together, like, I'll say a story, but it feels like a story. When they put together some of these maps where you look at them and you're like, okay, this makes sense, right? We have a city down here. We have buildings over here. We have neighborhoods over here. I like when they do that. Now, obviously, the elevation of this stadium is kind of wonky, so that's why it's kind of weird, but still pretty nice. What's this building? Okay, so is this like... This looks like a fire station, I feel like. Is this like a fire station or something? Maybe this is... I don't think it's another, like, a facility. Like, I don't think it's like a basketball or baseball thing. So I feel like that probably is some type of facility, like maybe like a emergency services. Colts fans, you can tell me down below what that is. Probably something like that. I might be completely incorrect. But then over here, like, you have the neighborhoods. I guess not really neighborhoods. You got buildings over here. You got neighborhoods right here. More neighborhoods over here. Like, I like it when they do stuff like this, because I feel like it kind of paints the story of the actual map, right? It's less of it being just Madden. It's a realistic concept art of the outside of the map. That's kind of how I like this kind of stuff, because it feels like it's actually real life. It's the point of Madden, right? The point of Madden is to feel like as real life as possible without having to touch grass. Alright, so more buildings over here. This is actually a pretty dense map. I was kind of expecting this to be a nothing burger for the most part, but there's actually a lot going on here. And if our camera wasn't so messed up, this would be so much better, because we could actually see every little detail. But for the most part, shout out to EA Sports. I mean, again, like I said, for something we don't expect much of, pretty good drop here. Pretty good drop here. But, guys, tell me down below your thoughts and opinions. I'll see you guys in the next one.